And when did you start going out to the pigeon?
Sometime when I was 12 to 14 years old with my dad. He was a conservation officer at that time.
And what was his area?
His area was here in northern Michigan. It was his home was right there in Wolverine. Well, as soon as I could have a hunting license and stuff, he brought me out here to hunt grouse, hunt deer. All right, and then I got a job with the department as a fisheries technician at a rearing station, and I was with the department then for 40 years after that, before I retired from out of here. But I'd learned from a very young age how to get around the woods and what not to be scared of and what to be scared of, and I enjoyed it. I thought this is the best job a man can get. From a child up, because of my inquisitive nature, I would ask, what is that? Tell me what that is. And of course, my dad, having been an officer and stuff, those are the maples, those are the birch, those are whatever.
Yeah.
One of the things I think that was a benefit was I was not afraid of the woods. Mm-hmm. I worked with people from out here, said, oh man, when it's snowing or something, I hate to be out. I told them I love it. I said, I think that people want a quiet, wild area. And I think in my background, my quality of life changes when I am too restricted and too managed. But if I can go out into the woods and be alone and listen for elk or listen to birds or listen to whatever, that is a great quality of life for me. And I think there's a lot of people like that anymore, and I think this place should be kept that way. It's a small percentage of state land. People like myself may be a small percentage of the public. But why would there be something wrong with taking a small percentage of the state land and keeping it in that condition for people who would desire that? Looked up, he had this little hand thing, and he looked it up and he said, yeah, I think you're right. But you can look up most anything you want on there, but you will not get the feeling in your being as if you go out there and be part of that. Okay, I've been on hunts to come out so tired and so fatigued, and yet it's a good feeling. You have sucked in all that good air, you've really exercised your muscles, you've worked yourself till you can't hardly walk, and people are not going to experience that by punching buttons. I had one fisheries biologist when I was fisheries, and he wanted to go bobcat hunting with me. Okay, just meet me in the morning and we'll go, and I did. And we had a big chase, and the next morning when I saw him, he said, Reeves, I got something to tell you. I know you tried to kill me, but you're never going to get that chance again. To me, it was just a good, wonderful outing.
Yeah.
To him, it was something he never wanted to get into again. And you don't know whether you're going to end up on some beaver pond or going up the river on the thin ice, or what you're going to do. Every time it's a new experience.
Yeah.
But I know that a hunt with a hound will show you country that you didn't know you ever would see. It'll give you the exercise you need. It'll make you familiar with so many things in the woods, and it's just...
How do you keep from getting lost?
Well, you got to trust your compass. You better carry a compass and trust your compass. Right. Anybody who ever as a child has listened to other people and say, oh man, I'd like to do that someday.
Yeah.
Well, you have. Then you have. Okay, and I know what they're talking about. It is great.
Yeah. You kind of have to experience it to be able to
understand it. Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
At one time, they come out here and said, do you want an ATV here? I said, no, it don't belong here. Mm-hmm. That motorized equipment like that, I don't want to leave tracks for somebody else to try and follow or do anything. I'll go in on snowshoes. or whatever, and I'll do my work, which I did.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I was a little slower than I would have been on an ATV, but I got my work done. And like I said, we never were behind here.
Yeah.
It's away from all of the busyness of man's society now. I sat out day before yesterday, listening for a turkey to gobble, because turkey season is open. And the noise from two highways was so strong, I said, I've got to leave here. I don't know that I'd hear a turkey if he did gobble. And I got up and got in my vehicle and left.
Yeah.
It's just too much of man's doings. You
No.
get out here, you don't have it.